All right. Well, you sent something over here to me since we got just a few more minutes.
Uh-huh.
Where our friends over there at Maximum Threshold, we're asking Rob Dukes of Exodus why he plays with Talking Metal. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
To sum up, I would just like to say that I've been on job interviews that have been more comfortable and convivial than that.
Just tell me that didn't just kill you.
It was, he just sounded uncomfortable, and she's, like, reading the questions, and it's like she wasn't even listening to the answer. She was going from one question on her little notebook to the next, and ugh.
And oftentimes, whenever we play these kind of things, that's usually the case. These guys and people, especially our fat tongue friend up there at, what's that station, Chris?
BCN or something.
Something like that. It's unprecedented.
So unprecedented today.
Just ramble on from one question to the next, not responding to the last answer.
Yeah, it's definitely a Q&A and not a conversation.
Nope.
But I mean, by the same token, probably about must have been close to 10 years ago. I actually interviewed Steve Whiteman from Kix.
Wow, look at you, big time.
Yeah, I know it was a long time ago, but he actually asked me to wrap the interview up because he had things to do. I was like, oh shit, sorry.
Wrap it up.
He's like, he was very polite about it, and he went into a long explanation about what it was he had to do. He had to drop some things in the mail by 4 o'clock or something like that. I think he kind of felt bad about asking me to wrap it up, but at the same time, I felt like a total heel.
Dude, I hope you got 30 good minutes out of this hour and a half we've been talking.
Yeah, pretty much. He was like, hey, I hate to ask you, but I'd appreciate it if you could wrap this up.
Nice one.
Same way I'm going to wrap up this call. Fuck you, pal.
MTV to this, how do they not get completely depressed?
Right.
Good point.
It is. True. All right, getting back to this, Maximum Threshold apparently interviewed Rob Dukes of Exodus.
Yeah, he did an interview with them on Tuesday, I guess it was. Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day it was that I saw Anthrax.
And they actually busted his balls a little bit about Talking Metal.
Asked him why he played with Talking Metal, and Dukes got pissed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I got to hear this because I didn't hear this. So this is good for me.
Yeah.
I love this first time listen. Come on, play now. It doesn't want to play.
Are you
Too many of those guys in Talking Metal charge you to sing with them?
Nothing, man. I just did it for fun, man. I like those guys, man.
I know, I just busted your balls.
Oh. No, that was fucking great, man. That was fucking killer. I got to sing fucking Snowblind. Yeah. It was fucking fun.
That was cool. That was a cool video.
Yeah, and I'm friends with Dan, so, Dan said, hey, man, come on down. I was like, all right. And Mark's fucking killer.
Yeah.
Mark's a good dude, so... I don't know, I guess you're breaking their balls for some, I don't know why.
Oh, no, I just wanted to just throw it out there.
All right, cool.
That's all.
That's all we do. Actually, there's another guy on the show with us, and when we interview someone, it usually turns into us all breaking his balls.
All right.
Cool. He cries and has to go wash out his vagina. I think it's a man-made vagina.
Yeah. Right on. That's our crew, just walking through interviews. Shit.
So was this, I take this was like in person?
Yeah, it was on the bus.
I was just wondering what all that creaking was.
There's people walking by, I guess.
It sounded like somebody rocking back and forth.
How funny is that, though?
How much did they pay you to play with them?
No, I think he said, how much did you pay to play with them?
Wow.
I think that's what he said. How much did you pay to play with them?
Let me go back to this. Let me play this real quick.
Too many of those guys in Talking Metal charge you to sing with them.
How much did they charge you? Wow. Wow.
All right, come on. Tom gets a fucking
hey, listen, I give him props.
Because Dukes is a scary fuck.
There he is. And he's just like, what are you talking about? He goes, I'm just busting your balls, man.
Yeah, because he's probably afraid of catching a big meat fist in his face.
Let's listen to his answer.
Nothing, man. I just did it for fun, man. I like those guys, man.
I know, I just busted your balls.
No, that was fucking great, man. That was fucking killer. I got to sing fucking Snowblind.
Yeah.
It was fucking fun.
That was cool. That was a cool video.
Yeah, and I'm friends with Dan, so, Dan said, hey, man, come on down. I was like, all right. And Mark's fucking killer.
Yeah.
Mark's a good dude, so. I don't know, I guess you're breaking their balls for some, I don't know why.
Oh, no, I just wanted to, just throw it out there.
All right.
Breaking my balls, but I don't know why. So what do you think? Why do you think Dom did that?
Because of us. I know why he did it.
Well, I'm just asking you. I mean, you're closer to the source than me.
Yeah, he told me beforehand he was going He told me beforehand he was going to bust his chops about playing with Talking Metal. It's for us.
I like that. But I just find it funny though that he is like, "Oh, you're busting my balls, but I don't know why."
Dude, it's one of the, you know what? It's one of the things. I know you don't dig their show, and I don't really hear it that much, but because obviously they're on the same time as we're on,
right?
But Dom and I, we do trade a lot of content between each other.
Sure.
I help him with some interviews. He helps me with some interviews, with music, etc. And tonight's a great example. We had that clip from him, and that guy Beavis, that fucking
that douchebag guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he fucks with them too.
Sure he does. He goes around and he's a troll.
He's just a troll, and he wanted to use our audio of us fucking ripping him apart. And I was like, go ahead.
Did he?
Yeah, he was supposed to tonight. I haven't. He didn't jump in our chat, so I didn't see him, but he was supposed to.
I don't care. That guy's
that
guy's a big doofus.
He is. But hell, even if the guy ripped us apart, I wouldn't care. Go ahead.
Yeah, like we're always so upset about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, the guys are cool. I like the guys in Maximum Threshold.
I've got no problem with them. I don't. None.
Yeah.
Just it's just sometimes it's a hard listen for me personally. I mean, that's just me.
Sure, and I mean they're definitely not us. They do their own thing, and that's cool.
Yeah, they don't have the real Jeff Tate
no, they don't have the real Jeff Tate
or Natalie's World.
Natalie's World on fire.
Oh, you're gonna have to find more of that.
Oh, dude, if there's 500 interviews of it, I'm going to get every piece of it.
Oh, my God. And where is this girl from? Do you even know?
I don't know. I didn't even know there was a website. That's the chat room is telling me that. I didn't look that far. I just heard this interview and was like, holy cow, is that gold?
Somehow Wheezy found it and you found it.
It was on Blabbermouth.
Oh, is that what it was?
Dude, on Blabbermouth, they got 21 views.
That just was a killer segment.
That's the worst part. How do you only get 21 views if your fucking story gets aired on Blabbermouth?
Right.
That's like a ticket to 1,000 of whatever you're doing.
You would think.
Should be. Should be more than 21.
I like Wheezy's email. Here's a late entry. Natalie of Natalie's World interviews Dave the Snake Sabo. Natalie has a list and asks generic questions that we all hate. This is 12 minutes long.
Not anymore. Now it's 1 hour and 6 as I look at the clock.
Natalie's World.
Natalie's World.
Oh my God.
We'll be investigating. MOL just threw it up in the private IM or whatever, so I'll be keeping that, and I'll be investigating hard.
It's too funny.
It is funny.
All right. Well, you want to end the show in style?
What would be in style?
Well, I'll let you know.
Sure.
Here you'll know. Let's see here. Let's end the show in style.
Okay.
And now, it's time for another lengthy email from Mark Nero.
At the end of the show?
At the end of the show.
We've been doing so good of not reading this.
Well, we're just going to knock it out real quick.
That's fine. Whatever. Talk about a fucking screeching halt of an ending. Jesus Christ. We did such a good show, and you want to end it this way.
I'm going to end it this way because you might be able to mine some gold out of this.
I doubt it. These questions are 2 months old.
Hail and kill Chris and Wendell.
All right, whatever. Move on with it.
Some of this may be old, as the email was never read by you and never got to you.
Hey, Mark, if we don't read it in 3 weeks, say, it means we're not interested. Don't keep forwarding it to other emails and whatnot. It means we don't like those questions.
Right.
Move the fuck on.
See, I told you you're mining gold out of this already.
Am I, or am I just annoyed with this?
You're annoyed with it, but it's funny.
All right.
Thanks for reading this email this week. Chris, did you see the YouTube video of Timberwolves beating up LeBron James, the guy doing that crazy dance the Heat did? Very funny. Too bad on the 33 game streak too. Are you a fan of basketball, Chris?
Not really. I'll watch it here and there, but
did you see it?
No.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
No, I know he's talking about. Next topic.
I'm not a fan.
Right.
So Bill Peters mentioned you on the Metal show on Friday, Chris.
Fantastic.
You saw the Y&T show. You gave it a good review. They will be coming out with a new CD soon, from what he said in the interview.
Is there a question to this?
That's it.
Thank you, Bill.
You've been mentioned on the Metal show.
Thank you, Bill.
All right. Let's see. This was from the March 2nd email that was never read.
Okay.
Guess too many segments and interviews.
Wait a minute. Really, Neeley? Really? Metal Demon in the chat room? I'm with them. This is the fucking... You talk about a screeching halt of an ending. God damn it. Can we just cut the last 15 minutes out of this? Just end. Jesus. All right, go ahead with this fucking email.
Why was the show started at 9:30 instead of 9 o'clock back a few weeks ago?
Just to fuck with your OCD, Mark. That's the only reason, man. I was like, this will fucking bother this motherfucker for 2 months if we start 30 minutes late and then don't talk about it. And sure as fuck, you're still asking about it 2 motherfucking months later. Who gives a fuck? It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, my God. On past week's emails, you missed reading some of the parts, or was that your doing? Just did not want to read that part.
Yes. I'm going to start logging in and deleting these emails so Neeley can't read them. Look at Nathan in the chat room. He's so right. Bring back Natalie. She's smarter than Mark. Jesus.
To answer your question, Chris, no, I don't hate you, Chris. No, Madman does not read the emails, but he will be taking calls, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Fantastic.
Just to inform you, the audio of Chris is garbled at times.
Thank you. Thank you, executive producer Mark.
This is just killing me.
Yeah, it's killing the show, too. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Really?
Oh, my God. Chris, where are all your drops you used before? Oh, where are all your clips you used before you left the show?
Who cares? I'm not using them. That's where they are. They're not being used.
You used to be very funny back then, just like Don Rickles.
Yeah, like Don Rickles. I was funny like Don Rickles. Well, that's why they're fucking put away, dumbbell. Jesus Christ. Lord knows I don't want to be as good as Don Rickles.
You were as funny as Don Rickles?
Can you bring up any other references from fucking 55 years ago, dickhead?
Oh, my God.
Jesus. As funny as Don Rickles. Good God, man. I'm as good of an actor as Jim Neighbors, too. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Really? Rickles.
That's just killing me.
Nathan and Mark live in the same group home.
Holy shit.
Angel of Death, I have an answer for all of Mark's questions. Kill yourself.
Right.
Neeley is clearly a masochist. Holy hockey puck.
You're gonna love this next one.
Oh, is it better than the Don Rickles joke?
It's right up there with it.
Jeez.
Okay, here's some metal news. Dave Lombardo has left Slayer. Who cares? Not me.
Thanks for that, Mark. I was wondering what your opinion was of the current Slayer lineup.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
That just killed me.
Is that the end?
That's the end as far as I'm going to read.
Oh, no, keep going now. You can't quit halfway through. Keep going.
Just a note from last week's show. Took a listen to all Electric Magic slideshow tracks.
Yeah.
And I did like them. Thanks for playing the segment. Very Paul Stanley singer, too. Now I own them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wasn't that band that Talking Metal said that sounded like Old Kiss or something?
Yes, of course.
So now he went out and bought them.
Oh, good. I'm glad Talking Metal sold you, Mark.
Right.
Shows a lot. Explains a whole lot.
Oh, my God. And he says, as always, if it's not metal, it's crap. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hand job and paddle ham, too. Bye for now. Your good friend, Mark Nero. See you all next week with another great email, my friends. You're welcome.
Wait. Nathan in Kentucky. Chris is funnier than Charlie Chaplin.
You're Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
Jesus Christ.
So funny.
We already had 2 interviews, 2 retards tonight. The first interview and Natalie.
Wow.
Sabbath is right. God is dead. Thanks, Mark. Don Rickles.
That just was so random.
Don Rickles. Who fucking thinks of Don Rickles at this point?
I couldn't even make a Don Rickles reference.
I can't even. I've been sitting here trying to find another old comedian. I can't even think of. I mean, God, the names that are in my head are like Ernest Borgnine.
Annie Youngman.
Annie Youngman. Right. Abbott and Aiken.
Oh, my God.
He provides no entertainment on the air. Zero, not a zilch.
Right.
Holy shit.
I just thought I'd do that just to get that up under your skin.
Thanks a lot. That's clearly the way I wanted to end this fucking otherwise great show. God damn.
Just bad.
Horrendous.